All right. Getting live on Instagram here. One moment. All right. Welcome. It's Friday. We've got a great workout today. We're going to be doing some of my favorite postpartum movements. Let me get a little more light on. Okay, so optional tool. If you follow me, you know I love this spree ball. All right, this it's a mini Pilates ball, sponge ball. I'm going to use this for one or two of the movements. Totally optional. If you have a pillow, we'll use it between the legs. That's a great option. Also, a yoga block or even a foam roller is a great option. Just something that helps with this inner thigh adductor activation and therefore belly, pelvic floor activation. All right. So we're also going to be using weights. Let me grab mine. And we're going to come down into a hands and knees position first. Most of these movements, except for the middle ones on our back, are going to be safe prenatal as well. So I'll provide some modifications, but these moves are all just really good for engaging that deep core, connecting with the breath, being super focused and mindful every move that you're making to make it as impactful as possible. All right, so you don't have to keep up with a rep count. We're doing 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. Some of these we might hold the position a little bit, but I'll leave that up to you. Okay, so we're going to start in our hands and knees. Let's go ahead and find a nice neutral spine here. Maybe a couple cat-cows. Ending up in neutral. We're going to take one weight and we're going to start with rows, right? Elbow to the sky, squeezing the bottom of that shoulder blade in 3, 2, 1. We're going to go all on one side. So your knees and one hand are supporting you. Really nice. Exhale as you squeeze the bottom of that shoulder blade. For our rest time here, I'm going to challenge you to pulse it at the top of this movement for 10 seconds, and then we'll get ready on the other side. Keep going, full range of motion, shoulders away from your ears. 3, 2, let's pulse it at the top. 10 seconds here. Really squeeze. Don't let anything move except that shoulder blade and that arm. And rest. Go ahead to the other side. We're going to start in 5. Make sure that spine stays nice and neutral. 2, 1, let's go. Elbow to the sky. Squeeze the bottom of that shoulder blade. Almost there, 10 seconds. We're going to pulse it up at the top for 10 seconds during our rest. 3, 2, 1, pulse it at the top. Little movement. Squeeze. Keep that shoulder blade pulled in tight. Neutral spine. 3, 2, 1. Especially when you pulse at the top, you should really be feeling that deep core activation, lower abdominals activating. We're doing flies. Other side. Let's go. Open. Make sure those shoulders are staying nice and level. Hips staying nice and level. Your arm is a door. Your shoulder blade is the hinge. Squeeze. Open and close that hinge. Almost there. We're going to do a few pulses at the top. In 3, 2, 1. Pulses at the top. This is going to feel heavy. Just a few. Squeeze towards center. Drop the weight. No weight or rest is a great option. 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right. Lots of activation there. Obliques and your deep core to keep your body from twisting, opening, collapsing while you're doing that movement. Other side, let's go. Imagine corkscrewing that arm into the ground. More than halfway. Push away from the ground. Don't let that shoulder bear the brunt of this. Engage that serratus muscle. Let the back do some work. We're going to pulse at the top and then flip over and do bridges. And let's pulse it. Almost there. Control. 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right. We're going to drop the weights, put them to the side. Grab our ball. If you are pregnant, hip lifts here, right? Lifting like this. Otherwise, let's go on our back and squeeze. Start with our bridges. The entire foot is engaged with the ground. Lift from our lower abdominals, squeezing our glutes at the top of the movement. We're not pushing with our heels and our glutes like normal because we're trying to activate those lower abdominals. Imagine that rubber band pulling your hip bones together. Pulse to the top in 3, 2, 1. Squeeze that ball. Don't let it go. Little pulses at the top. We're going to stay here for 20 seconds and go back to our full range of motion. Don't push with that low back. Pull pubic bone to breastbone. 3, 2, 1. All the way down. All the way up. Don't worry, this next time we're going to take the rest so that we can set up for our dead bugs. Good. 15 seconds here. And now embrace that burn. Squeeze that ball. Don't let it go. We're adding in a Kegel here. If it's appropriate on the way up. 3, 2, 1. Really nice. All right. We're going to put the ball to the side and set it for dead bugs. So dead bugs, our legs are starting from tabletop. Our arms are just above our shoulders. We're going to extend opposite arm and leg. 3, 2, 1. We're going to alternate sides. Tap down. Big inhale. Exhale to center. Good. Inhale, stretch. Exhale together. Imagine a rubber band pulling across your body from the bottom of the rib to the opposite hip. And rest. You might want to give yourself a little stretch here. Your inner thighs are burning like mine are from those bridges, squeezing that ball. All right, let's get set up. Big inhale. Press that low back into the ground. 3, 2, 1. Don't want that low back to peel off from the mat. Press it down by pulling on those lower abdominals, not squeezing your butt. Good. Halfway there. We go to hands and knees after this. If you need an alternate for marches, you could do this in a seated position as well. You don't have to be on your back. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. All right, we're going to flip over for some bear lifts. One of my favorites. All right, nice neutral spine. Toes tucked. Exhale, 1 inch off the ground. Inhale, tap down. Big inhale, set up. Exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Imagine a string from your lower abdominals through your back, pulling up to the ceiling. Sky, ceiling, ceiling. If you're going more than 1 inch off the ground, you're letting your feet do the work. Three, 2, 1. Rest. Good. Super, super small movement. There's nothing major about that except for the activation of your lower abdominals. You should be feeling that. And if you're not, reach out to me. I'm sure there's something you're doing, pushing, pulling, not quite right. The form could use a little fix. And let's go again. Spread those fingers. Let your entire hand handle the weight. We've got side planks after this. 20 more seconds here. Do that Kegel. Good, we're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Let's come down to a side plank position. Elbow directly under our shoulder. Our bottom knee is bent, just about in line with our hip bone. Pushing away from the mat. We're not sinking towards it. Take a big inhale and exhale up. Small movement. Inhale, tap down. Exhale up. We're not overextending our hips, right? We're not coming all the way up here. Then it turns into glutes. We want to work that oblique. Side of the body. Our hips are stacked. Our shoulders are stacked. Shoulders directly over the hip. Find a pace that works for you here. We're going to hold for 10 seconds and transition for 10 seconds. Find your pace. 3, 2, hold it for 10. Nice straight line from the crown of your head all the way down to that tailbone. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Other side. Last minute. Elbow directly into your shoulder. Knee in line with your hip. Let's go. Find a pace that works for you here. Make sure you're using that breath, pulling those hip bones together. Good. Almost there. 10 seconds. We end with a 10-second hold. 3, 2, 1. Hold it. 10 seconds here. Keep it nice and even. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Good. Release. Give yourself a little stretch. Side body, hips, glutes, whatever feels good. Thanks for joining. Hope you enjoy. Reach out. Any comments, questions, concerns. Want to check in on form? You know where to find me. Have a good weekend.